Hello, Dr. Yuhong. This is my CM 256 MIM final project. Here, my final project, we have Adrian, me, Amaje, David, and Elijah. Which the project manager is Adrian, the architect is Amaje, the engineer is David Rogers, the senior crafter is me, and the assistant crafter is Elijah. So starting with our views for part one, this is my 3D plan, in which I started in making the building about 6 feet, 6 stories high on both sides, and with a width of four rooms across on the width. Then I made an extra conference room beside. Floor plan I have right here, it is it is 100 feet for the building and 50 feet for the conference room connected, which the doors that I have connected were double doors that have 5 foot 8 inches. For the interior elevation that I had was that each floor was about 10 feet, which I had a 4 foot offset parapet above the final floor, final level of the building. The dimensions I have was across just about the middle of the actual building and across the whole entire building of both the conference room and the actual building itself. In which you can see the dimensions also is that each window was about 3 feet long, and the elevator shaft that we included was 12 feet by 8 feet on diagonal sides of each building. Of each of the building. Then on the conference center, I have a diameter about, I think it's about something like, 40 feet wide across the entire conference building. For the east elevation, I also have my part in which I use the call out tag. So you can see the sections from when you want to see the interior elevation. So here I have each showing that I have a double door inside going into the conference center. And I got it split in so you can see the dimension for the inside of the actual building itself. For the north elevation, you can see I had from the back, or this from the north side, from the front end, you see I have the double doors in the entire building with the windows included. Then on the side, you can see where I have a little arc going across the building. The back end, the south elevation, you can see the other side where the arc continues and comes back into the back, where you can see I also have double doors to come in from that side too. The west elevation, you can see from my west side, that side of the building where it doesn't have the arc conference center, we also can have a double door there, but you can come in from there too as well. And then for my part two, this is my south elevation, which you can see I had continued from what part one to part two. I continued the arc and pitted a roof and added in columns and rebars that you have mentioned for the home, the requirements itself. And I pitted a four section dimensions that you could set so we can put an overhang for the roof. In which this is the north side, of which you can see your columns and your slab on the side all around the entire building and the arc of the building. Which this is the floor plan I had used, which you can see I have the elevator shafts on both sides. And I had my dimensions, and you can see I have the stairs. This little dotted lines are the stairs of which you connect to each floor itself to get to each floor. Which is just my arc column that you can see and mention to get a better, closer view of the actual arc itself. And you can see the slabs connect with the arc and the column. which this is my dimensions that you can see, have the dimensions straight through the building, dimension across the building with the stairs included. This is my section view where you can see where the stairs connect to another floor so you can walk up. Which the stairs was only about 10 feet high. And this is my whole entire section view for the actual building itself, which I had a stair for each floor, so you can go across the floor and go all the way up to the floor. Go up to the top of the building with the parapet. And this is my footings, which you can see I had I also mentioned before that I have each floor is 10 feet, but for the TO footing, I had a -8 feet, which it was required in the requirements. Which is my section view for the other side of the building, which I had mentioned before. And that is my, thank you for having me. I'm sorry I couldn't get part 3 in. I had lost all my information from the computer that was replaced, so I'm sorry for that. And I just want to say thank you for having me in your class and everything. I just want to say, yeah, thank you.